welcome to the video. This is the first video of six videos that I'll be doing on how to jump higher. I did a little intro video a little while ago that outlined the top 6 contributing factors to help you jump higher. So if you haven't seen that yet, go check it out. The very first one and the most important one in my opinion on that list is to injury proof yourself. So what does that mean? It's as simple as it sounds. When you are injured, when you're working through injury, it's a lot harder to be improving your vertical, because a max jump is something that, jumping high is a maximum effort activity. So when you have anything that's holding you back, whether that be jumper's knee, whether that be working through sprained ankles, whether that be back pain, anything like that, it's gonna limit your ability to give max effort. And if you can't give max effort, it's gonna be really hard to jump higher. All the other things that come associated with normally jumping higher, you can't really do them if you're injured and if you're working through injury. So myself as an example, in my last road to dunking video, I was being kind of stupid. I was landing badly because I was just focused on trying to reach up. I was landing on my left leg every time on concrete, and it basically flared up my jumper's knee. So the last 2-3 weeks, I haven't been able to do any jump training because I've been just managing the pain and trying to get my jumper's knee right. So that's time that I spent that I could have been spending training to jump higher that I now couldn't because triggered an injury, right? Even a bigger example, last September, I rolled my ankle super bad. So I just playing basketball, landed on someone's foot, probably the worst ankle sprain of my life. Took me out of commission from jumping for about 6-7 months. So that's 6-7 months that not only was I not able to jump at all, but I wasn't able to do certain types of training. Yeah, I couldn't go do any max jumping. So, and then I'm always thinking, man, if I didn't get injured, where could I be now? So that's why injury proofing yourself is the most important thing. If you can stay relatively injury free, stay pretty healthy, then you're gonna be able to put in that work. You're gonna be able to go do your jump sessions. You're gonna be able to push yourself in the gym. You're gonna be able to stay motivated on your diet more easily. Everything else becomes possible when you stay healthy. So now I'm gonna give you my top 3 ways of being able to do that, of being able to stay healthy. Top 3 in no particular order because I think they are all super important is, first one is load management. So load management basically means how much work you're putting your body, your tendons, everything through. And how much work each person can do really depends on the person. So if you've adapted and you have slowly built up your work capacity over the years so that you can do multiple jumping sessions a week, play basketball, lift, and you can stay injury free and you can still keep making improvements, then that's great. You can keep doing that. For most people, what actually happens is they'll be unmotivated for a little while, kind of be inactive. Most of us live pretty sedentary lifestyles. You'll be working an office job or just studying, and then you'll watch a motivational video and you'll be like, dang, I gotta train. You get out there, you train hard for a week, or you go play basketball multiple times a week, and those spikes in workload are what really triggers a lot of overuse injuries, because your body's not used to that kind of work, and then you suddenly come in and then you're giving it all that work and it's not adapted to it. That's when you pick up injuries. Want to give a shout out to PJF Performance and Knees Over Toes Guy. They're 2 guys that I follow on social media that they just share a lot of knowledge and their wisdom. And this is something that PJF in particular has been talking about a lot recently. So you just want to manage your load in a way that you can slowly improve and try to avoid those spikes as much as possible. So sometimes you're going to have to be disciplined, because sometimes you get into something and you just want to get out there and keep practicing, you want to keep training, and it can be hard that when your motivation's feeling high to kind of pull yourself back and be smart with it. So that'll be number 1 is load management. Number 2 is be conservative. So this kind of sounds almost counterintuitive, right? Because when you want to jump higher, you want to be giving that maximum effort. And here I am saying you want to be conservative and you want to be giving less than max effort, and you want to be more careful. And what I mean by that is you want to manage your risk and reward. So everything in life comes with risk, but in particular with injuries, you know, the risk of injuries goes way up when you do certain things. When you're operating at the limit of your body, that's when injury risk rises significantly. So that can apply for both overuse injuries, but also just in playing sports. So for example, if you're watching this, you're probably a volleyball player, basketball player, and in particular in basketball, your play style can really dictate how prone to injuries you are. If you're always jumping right in the middle of everyone, you're not giving yourself landing space, if you're always going all out 100%, you know, that is gonna increase your injury risk. You know, how I injured my ankle was, I was feeling pretty good. I hadn't picked up a basketball injury in a while, so I was just jumping, getting in there, doing max jumps, grabbing rebounds, and on one of those, I just landed on someone's foot. So now when I'm playing, I'm being a lot more selective of when I actually go in for those big rebounds. Even if I do go in for those big rebounds, I'm making sure I'm looking down at my feet when I land, so that I can know, I can go find and seek landing area so that I don't land on anyone's foot again. Because you know, that's a freak injury. It is it's chance, it's just unlucky, but you can control your own luck if you are more conservative. You know, same thing with training. If you're in the gym, you might feel like a beast when you're doing a 1 rep max and you're just going hard. You feel strong the day after, and maybe in the short term that's good, right? You're feeling like a beast. But in the long term, when you give your max effort 1 rep maxes, when you're operating at the limits of your ability, there's more chance of things going wrong, of things tweaking, of you picking up an injury. Your body is still going to adapt and it's still going to improve if you're working hard at 80% of your max, 90% of your max. So that's what I mean by be more conservative. Number 3 is proactive protection. So proactive protection, again, same guys that I shouted out before, PJF Performance, Knees Over Toes guy, they give a lot of knowledge and exercises that help you proactively you know, strengthen your joints, balance your body to help you avoid injuries. You know, super simple, you know, stuff like stabilizing your ankle so that when it's in an unstable position in sport, you're less likely to sprain it. Stuff like strengthening your knees and your tendons through your knees so that when you do a lot of jumping and landing, or when you do get put in weaker positions in sport, your knees are able to handle it without tearing anything and without picking up any other injuries, back, anything. There's things you can do for your body to make it more resilient to injuries. And I encourage you guys, if you guys are watching this, go follow those guys because they know so much more. They work with thousands of people to help them on this all the time. And for me and for you guys, it's all about being proactive and going to actually seek that knowledge and actually putting in that work. Over the years of following these guys, I take what they teach and I try to apply it to my body and how I feel about my joints and my health, and I've just been trying to get healthy. So there's a lot of things you can do to proactively protect yourself against injuries, and I definitely encourage you to do that even when you're not injured. So that, especially when you're not injured, you want to be doing this stuff to protect yourself so that you can keep making progress. So there you have it, guys. That's point number 1. In my opinion, the most important factor to jumping higher is staying healthy, injury-proofing your body, and that's 3 points that I just gave to help you do that. So I hope you guys get out there, put in the work, and stay tuned. If you're not a subscriber to this channel, hit that subscribe button. And I got 5 more videos just like this, maybe with a bit more interactive content in the future ones when I talk about training and all that, to hopefully help you jump higher. Thank you for watching. Catch you in the next one.